One of the genres that I enjoy that doesn't get a lot of game releases in is the first-person platform. Well, we have a new entry into that genre, and I'm here to talk about it. That game is DeadCore. What's up, guys? Randall Thor 19, the man with the million, back again with another Rand's Indie Spotlight. This is going to be my video talking about my thoughts on DeadCore, which released this past July 14th on PS4 and Xbox One. It is developed and published by Grip Digital, although the PC version, which came out a couple years ago, was developed by 5-Bit Games. It's obviously out right now, pretty much everywhere except the Switch, and it retails for the low price of $8. Now, DeadCore is a gritty first-person platformer which kind of blends exploration, speedrunning, and puzzles. And the basic story setup, which there isn't really much of a story in here, and I actually had to go read this to find out what it is. It says, after falling endlessly through powerful magnetic storms, you wake up in a desolate world. Your memories erased. You soon understand that in order to escape, you must climb all the way up to the top of a giant tower that appears in front of you. And that's the only bit of story information that you get, and I had to go search for it because most of the story in this game is told through logs. But anyways, let's get into the game. So DeadCore is a first-person platformer, and it actually is pretty cool. I have to say, right off the bat, I enjoyed this game. Although I do like the genre, games like Refunked and Mirror's Edge I've always quite enjoyed. But this is a fun game, and it's also a really cheap price. So you're equipped, obviously, with a jump on left trigger. You can also double jump to kind of clear more of the gaps. You have a dash that you can use by clicking in right stick, which will shoot you forward to clear those kind of farther gaps between platforms. You also have this thing called the switch gun, which activates platforms. Look what you just saw me do there. It deactivates enemies, and a lot of the times you have to use all these abilities in rapid succession to get through some of the challenging obstacles, which is kind of, that's what this game is at its core. It is an obstacle course. Now, the game is set up into 5 different levels. Each level, it varies how long it will take you to complete depending on how good you are at the game. And that's the honest to God's truth. A person probably not really skilled in first-person platforming will take a few hours to beat the 5 levels, as they do progress in difficulty. But a pro at this game, someone who's played it on PC, someone who's like really skilled at this type of stuff, could probably knock this game out in an hour. So it depends on your skillfulness. So it's an obstacle course with a lot of puzzles. I find myself enjoying it. Now, this also game features quite a lot of deaths. As you can see, we are hanging above the air. There's lasers everywhere. One touch and you will die. So how fast is the respawn system? It's pretty instantaneously. You hit one of those laser grids and boom, you are dead. You immediately respawn, or if you want to, you can press Y to respawn at the nearest checkpoint, which, as you guys maybe can tell in the videos, the little checkpoints are the green symbols, the little green things on the floor. Now, at some point also during the game, it also kind of gets into gravity manipulation, which kind of really turns up the, whoa, what the heck do I have to do here to beat this stuff? Because you gotta constantly dump, jumble dump, dash, activate lasers, do gravity stuff. It really gets complicated, but at the end it always remains fun. Even sometimes it can get frustrating to nail certain parts, but it's one of those games where it's like, you nail that part, you feel like you accomplished something, because what was difficult, you basically achieved. Now, achievements and trophy-wise, like I said, this is kind of skill-based because they want you to complete the story. They want you to collect all the collectibles. Like, since you can see all this world is kind of vast and open, each of the areas have multiple different paths you can go through, but they also have secret areas you can go through, and that's where a lot of the collectibles are, where you can find extra music tracks for like your speedrun playlist, or you can basically get the logs, which tell you the story. So the story is kind of told through you in these logs. But yeah, the achievements require you to basically beat the story, beat the developer's times on the speedrun mode, and find all the collectibles. Basically do everything in the game and do it fast as hell. So if you're not skilled in this game whatsoever, you're not going to get a lot of achievements or trophy in it. But if you are, you could probably finish and get 1,000, especially if you know what you're doing in this game, pretty quickly. Now, I like the look of the game. I like kind of the blocky structure. I mean, your objective is to basically go all the way straight up. But I find this game to be quite enjoyable. I do, as I said before, enjoy the first-person platforming, and the controls are tight on this game. They're good. I mean, sometimes you'll get used. It's not. They aren't perfect by, like, right when you start. You do get used to it, and then they'll be perfectly fine. The one issue I did have is this does not have an invert y-axis, which I play inverted, so the fact that it didn't have an inverted option right away almost made me not even play the game, because I couldn't play it like that. And I know other people out there like me that need that, you know, option. So luckily the Xbox has the accessories app where I could actually flip the axis on the controller itself. But anyways, you know, once you get accustomed to the controls, they're really good. I like the look of the game. I like even a lot of the music. It does increase in difficulty to give you this sense that you're actually accomplishing something and beating these puzzles and doing all these different things. I think the game's a lot of fun, and the best part is it's a cheap game. It's $8. So if you're not good at these type of games, it'll last you a few hours. It has a speedrun mode where you then can compete with your friends on leaderboards to see who is really the best speedrunner in this game. That's what this game kind of is at its core. It is a speedrunning game. But I actually really recommend this game. Check it out. It's the right price at $8. It is available now on the PS4 and Xbox One. I had a blast playing it. I'm going to go back and try to do some of the speedrunning stuff. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button. Consider subscribing for more content. And I'll see everybody in the next video. Later.